Brooklyn Beckham, Nepo baby, sends legal warning to his parents, Victoria and David Beckham. We all know Victoria and David Beckham are a success celebrity story. They have a full functioning family, stable home, 3 kids, But I feel like they made a mistake when they pushed Brooklyn to get married so early. Guys, check this out. Receiving a legal warning from your child is something no parent wants to have to experience. It's disgraceful, it's shameful, it's embarrassing. This is what nobody wants. I mean, no parent wants, not to talk of Victoria and David Beckham. They have held themselves in such high standards that society as a whole have been looking up to them. And for us to wake up and see this from their son, from their first son, I mean, this is quite embarrassing. Brooklyn had this tattoo on his chest, Mama's boy, but recently he has covered the tattoo with a bouquet of flowers, signifying his wife's bouquet, wedding bouquet flower. But there's something about his wedding. They had a rift between him and his mom because his wife refused to wear his mother's dresses. Remember, Victoria Beckham is a designer and she makes the best dresses which are worn by royals, by women of high class, substance, caliber, and fiber. But for her daughter-in-law to refuse to wear her dress, I mean, I don't know what to say. It's no news that Brooklyn is married into a billionaire family. His father-in-law is a billionaire, Peltz, and he has been complaining about the Beckhams concerning them abandoning their son, talking about money, inheritance, parenting, a lot of things. So check this out. The ongoing Beckham family saga has taken another dramatic turn with new allegations emerging about money, property, ownership, and parenting philosophies that could rival any soap opera storyline. According to recent reports, Nicola Peltz's family has accused David and Victoria Beckham of being tight with their finances when it comes to supporting their eldest son, Brooklyn. The controversy centers around the couple's recent £11 million Hollywood mansion purchase, which source claims were primarily funded by Nicola's trust fund rather than Beckham's family wealth. The Daily Mail reports that Nelson Peltz, Nicola's billionaire father, worth $1.6 billion, had to sign off on releasing funds from his daughter's trust fund to purchase the property. This has apparently led to accusations that Beckhams aren't adequately providing for Brooklyn, with sources suggesting the family cut their children off financially when they turned 18. However, friends of the Beckham family defend their approach, explaining that David and Victoria, who came from working class backgrounds, believe in teaching their children the value of money rather than simply handing them millions. They reportedly will always support Brooklyn when needed, but refuse needlessly spoil him. This financial dispute adds another layer to the Brooklyn-strained relationship with the Beckhams. Hello, billionaire. Hello, father-in-law billionaire. Your daughter is the daughter of a billionaire, and you've got billions in your trust fund that you can spend and spoil your daughter however you want. But on the other hand, David and Victoria come from working class family. They have literally worked themselves up the ladder, and they raised their child the way they deemed fit. But unfortunately, you can only raise the child, but you can never choose their hearts. Because why would Brooklyn go and marry a billionaire's daughter and try to force his parents to treat him like how the billionaire is treating their daughter? That is the question here. Also chose to spend Christmas with his father-in-law and mother-in-law. And at this period, he didn't even wish his parents happy Christmas or his siblings, nothing. He was online posting about Christmas, sharing pictures of him and his father-in-law and him and his wifey, but nothing for his father. He never even showed up for his father's 50th birthday. Damn it. Brooklyn reportedly sends legal warning to parents, saying they must contact him only through his lawyers. The ongoing conflict between Brooklyn Beckham and his well-known parents, David and Victoria Beckham, seems to have taken a more serious turn. The 26-year-old reportedly sent his parents a legal letter asking all correspondence with him be conducted exclusively through his attorneys. After failing to attend his father's 50th birthday celebration, Brooklyn, who is married to actress Nicola Peltz, became publicly aware of his long-standing estrangement from his family. According to sources, things gone worse at the end of 2025 after Brooklyn allegedly blocked his parents and siblings on Instagram. According to insiders, this occurred soon after Victoria tried one of his posts in an innocuous attempt to let him know she was thinking about him before Christmas. At the time, a source said Victoria was heartbroken and confused by the move, adding that David, as well as Brooklyn's younger brothers Romeo and Cruz, were deeply hurt and felt off. So like I earlier mentioned, David and Victoria came from working class families. They worked their way up the ladder. They know what it means to be broke. They know what it means to be rich. They're rich. They're not wealthy. They're not billionaires. But they are okay. They are okay. They've got 3 or 4 kids and they've got a stable home, stable family. And this is one of the success stories of celebrity relationships, celebrity marriages, And they did their best in raising their son. Their son is now married to a billionaire. Doesn't make him a billionaire. If he wants to be a billionaire, he has to work hard to become a billionaire. He has to work hard to become one. The $11 million mansion that was recently purchased by the billionaire for his daughter doesn't belong to Brooklyn Beckham. Because According to their prenups, everything belongs to her and not to Brooklyn. And we can all see Brooklyn doesn't have any profession. He doesn't have anything. He doesn't have any expertise in anything. The Beckhams tried in raising their son, but you can only raise a child. You can never choose their heart. Yeah. He is now chasing or pursuing a billionaire family and abandoning his parents who have always been there for him. You know, he cannot own all these things. They belong to his wife. And what if the wife wakes up tomorrow and says, I don't want to marry you anymore? What will happen to him? Because they have tried so hard. He went to a photography school in New York. He just spent a semester. He ran away from school. He dropped out. He continued with photography. He made, I think, a photo book. He sold the book. He went to London. He had the best internship. Maybe, of course, his parents got him that connection. But he went there. He messed it up. What he can do is to put on a camera. On, off. That's all he can do. So you see, the Beckhams have tried. And sometimes when you raise children, right, you can never choose their heart. You can never. You do all your best, but they will grow up and deviate. They'll choose what they want. Gen Z, Gen Alphas, that's how they'll break.